Hey everyone! In this short video I want to talk about blending, since I've been receiving questions about it, and I'll also address a couple of other things. So, blending. First of all, how you should go about blending completely depends on your personal taste, preference, and even a style of painting. Some artists like to leave visible brush strokes, others like to really smooth it out. There is no right or wrong here. I like when the skin looks more real and smooth, but not too much though, because if you blend it way too much, the skin will look unnatural, more like a porcelain doll rather than a real human, so I like to leave some brush work as well when it's needed. Now, that being said, my approach to blending is pretty simple. I believe the best way to blend the transition between two colors is to place a third mid-tone color between them. Let me demonstrate what I mean. I almost never blend with a clean dry brush, and here's why. If you just take a clean dry brush, as many do, and blend it, this way you are risking to mess up the values and most likely you'll make the colors look duller. Instead, I try to place a mid color on a transition between the colors I want to blend, right? This way there is a very small chance that you'll mess up the values and you will control the tones and preserve the vitality of your colors. Can you see the difference in this example? And even if you think like, I'm not completely sure, I'm gonna tell you that in the context of the real painting, portrait, subtle things like that can make the biggest difference. Now, it's not that I always do it this way without any exceptions. No, there can be exceptions, but for the most part, the second way will give you much better results. Well, that's the general idea behind it. Also, a little piece of advice: try to blend it very lightly with just the tip of a brush for smoother, more accurate transitions. Another thing that I want to address here is this. I like the process of refining details when the painting is further along. I don't particularly like the beginning stages when things are just forming, looking quite rough, but it's such an essential part of the process and it's important to know it. I'm saying this because sometimes I get sent pictures of paintings to review. People are asking, saying things like, please tell me what I'm doing wrong, it's not working out, it's not coming together, etc. And I look at those works and think like, oh my god, they haven't even started. For me it looks like a solid beginning of the work and they treat it like the final result. And I say to those people, like, you are judging way too early. You know how much time it actually takes to finish an oil painting? And I'm talking specifically about realism, maybe figurative art and things of that nature. Days. Sometimes it takes days. My fastest portraits take like 15-20 hours, not counting the prep work and stuff. And you worked for a couple of hours and think that it's done, it's finished. So my point is, if your painting doesn't look right to you, it's not because you're doing something wrong. You might be, but most likely than not, it's just that you haven't worked on it enough. You haven't spent enough time to actually blend colors or render some details and make it look the way you want it to. So, I hope you enjoyed this little video. Tell me what you think. If you have any other questions about blending or anything I talked about today, I'll be happy to answer. And that's all. Have a great day, guys. See ya.